I'm on vacation in London right now, and I found a store that seems to be competing as to how many things I love it can cram into itself. So here we got Italy, plants, food, and, most importantly, gay pride. So I was fully prepared this morning with gorgeous sunshine greeting me through the windows to, take Joe Cool out for a spin. And then I remembered I'm in England. Well, hi, it turns out I'm actually not in Victoria, as I posted yesterday. I'm far out of London, so far out that you can barely see the Shard. It's like right there, so tiny, so tiny. I'm actually in Croydon, where I used to work at a brewery, which is where I go now to pick some stuff up and also show you a very different view of London that you don't really see when you are a tourist here. And the view I mean, of course, is this. It is amazing to me that I can stand on a random hill in New Addington, where the brewery is, and on a sunny day I can see basically all the important buildings of London through, I don't know, a signpost and a house carefully placed myself not on the road so I'm not run over. My second day in the UK, and that means I need to get one of these guys. Wonderful, right? So in order to be allowed into the UK, you have to fill out a passenger locator form to basically say where you are because of COVID. And of course you have to do a test. Now this test doesn't have to be at the airport. Actually, there is no test station at the airport, which I found really weird. Instead, you have to go to a government website and then have a test sent to wherever you are on your second day. So if you don't know where you're gonna be on your second day, well then that doesn't work. So they count the day that you get in as day 0, and then the second day after, of course, is when you take this test. And then they give you a little form where you put stuff in. And luckily I covered the QR code, but also it will be negative, so who cares? So you fill in your number that you get, and then you send it back to them, and then they tell you whether or not you have COVID. Why you don't do this at the airport and then immediately get people who are positive, I don't know, but that's also not my job. I was just about to tell you what this very impromptu trip brought in bureaucracy, and I'm okay with it, but I also would rather just do the test at the airport, especially because I got into Heathrow like many other international travelers, and there's a lot of very good logistics. I love Heathrow Airport, but there's also no reason why there shouldn't be a test station for all the people coming in. Like Hamburg has one. I have to go through that, actually, I think, because I came from England. And it's not the EU anymore. Yes, this is actually my first trip into Brexit Britain. Probably. Really weird, this is one of the first tests that I saw like this. Where you have to do the nose and the mouth. Very interesting. But also these are not free, no matter if you're vaccinated or not. You have to pre-purchase before you even get into the country. From a list of government suppliers, basically. But they're really sketchy sometimes, none of them have been checked, and it's a whole thing where it's a bunch of them are Tory buddies. Some of these websites literally have typos on them, or a single photo, it's really sketchy. So I luckily found one that is relatively cheap, because they start at £20, which is $25. But yeah, they go up to $200 to $300, and I'm not paying $300 for a test that is the same that I get at Aldi's for $1, relatively. But what? So after that delightful experience of testing myself in all kinds of places, I'm back in my old stomping grounds, Seven Dials, Charing Cross, that kind of corner. And because it's just lovely here. I like it. I know it's a bit very trendy and full of tourists, but this morning, not so. There's not a single soul here. I mean, not a single soul compared to how it usually is. And then I found a place that I haven't been to in so many trips that I actually came here. But so this place is just asking for how many things can we put in one place that Alex loves, which is plants, Italy, and gay pride. This is London's Chinatown, home to Peking duck, boba tea, and more boba tea. But that's not where we're going right now. What we're doing is we're going the other direction because I wanted to show you something. We're going down this inconspicuous road, which doesn't really have any tourist value, and we're going to go to a special place, to me at least. We're gonna see to the left, yeah, there's nothing really noteworthy. On the right, nope, not really a place where I would take anybody, except for the things that are to come. And you can actually see those already in the windows, but that's not until later next summer. And note this door is very important. This used to be the former entrance of where we're going. Again, we're going around the corner, and we're taking this door, no other door. We're going straight through the mochi shop. We're not buying any mochi. We are following the elderly couple, and we're going past the man, sorry, and we're going down the staircase to uncover the current Japan Center, a relatively large Japanese supermarket where you can get all kinds of delicacies. And it is just amazing that you can just go through a door and then suddenly this whole world of culinary treats opens up to you. You have all kinds of, you have sake, you have poke, you have the regular accoutrements of Japanese cuisine. You have a little, a lunch area because they also have fresh food, which you find here. They make it every day fresh. Meat, sushi, whatever you want. And then you go down here because that's where you were about to. This is the fish counter. And then you go in the corner and you realize there's a giant line. So that's not really where we want to be. So we turn around again and I give you a view of the other side of this place. So yeah, it's not really huge, but it's definitely a surprising treat when you're in that area and you have time. Just go down this random staircase and you are here.